Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So let's talk about HEMI today. This is like setup in my last video when I covered this token, and after that the token broke this uptrend, as you can see, and it is like going down and it's not looking good as of now, to be honest. So let's break it down. What is happening with HEMI and where is it headed, and what could be its next move. So starting with what the HEMI is, so let's just go to the basics. So if you don't know what the HEMI is, the HEMI network represents a different way of thinking about layer 2 scaling by approaching Bitcoin and Ethereum as components of a super network. So basically they are a modular layer 2 protocol, so that is like really interesting. And they also have the HEMI virtual machine, as you can see, that integrates a full Bitcoin node within Ethereum virtual machine, providing developers with a familiar programming interface while harnessing the power of both Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this is like really interesting. So basically they are providing a yield for the Bitcoin, or it is a yield machine, as you can see here. Now because of that, I think there were like a lot of I think there was a pretty big hype for the HEMI, and this surge happened because the token got listed on the Binance, and after that the token has been going down, and that's not looking good. Now if we just talk about their recent marketing, so they have been doing like marketing. So the token got listed on Extra, and there was also like 1.2x boost, as you can see here, till November 4th. So this is potentially a marketing effort from them, and it doesn't help. Everyone seems like everyone is shorting it, and because of that this turned out to be a disaster, I would say. At least that is what my analysis says, because like if you look here, the token got listed on like Esther on October of 22, as I believe, and after that there was a good surge, but as the market went down, everyone just most likely started shorting it, and the token is like back to 4 cent, as you can see. Now if we talk about its TVL is not doing that good either. So after the airdrop, the token or the TVL is holding like somewhere around 250 around 250 million, and that is all that. And the interesting thing about HEMI, I would say, is going to be their ecosystem token. So like if you just go to their like app, you can basically do, or you can basically like transfer a token from one chain to another. So like for example, you can do like, you can go from Ethereum to like HEMI, and you can also do Bitcoin to HEMI. So you get these tokens called HEMI bridged USDT and HEMI bridged WETH. There is also HEMI Bitcoin as well, and all of that is like fine, I would say. As of now, the demand for the HEMI Bitcoin seems to be going up. So I think that is a bullish news for the HEMI, at least. And now if we just move to their token, the token is inflationary, and that is a bit of a problem. So its initial supply was 10 billion, and it is used for the network transaction fees, incentivizing Bitcoin security inheritance via POP. They have chain payment in HEMI for POP, and they have staking HEMI and VHEMI to participate in governance and some other things. It is also used for the Bitcoin tunnel BitVM. So they have like a really complicated utilities, and overall I think it could be like really good token if the ecosystem takes off, and as of now I don't see it. So even if you look here, even if you look at the Bitcoin itself, from August the token has gone from like 2.4 million to as high as 5.2. So if it hits like a new high, or even if it goes above 100 million, I think it could be big one for the HEMI, but as of now I don't see it. And it is like inflationary token, and this is how the yearly emissions looks like for the token, like 3 to 7% inflation. and this is how the token unlocks looks like. And again, if we just scroll down to the token unlocks, this is a brutal tokenomics. So like starting in 2024 2026 of August, there will be a massive unlocks, and I think that is going to be a big problem for the HEMI, but again, that will happen in 2024, so we don't have to worry about that. But as of now, the token does have inflation, so that is something I think you should know. So it is better to stake it if you're holding HEMI, and it is definitely better to sell it before August of 2026 if you're planning to hold for a long term. Now all of that, I think there is only one catalyst that I can see that can push HEMI to potentially like 10 cent in one move. That is going to be a bit listing, and as of now the token is available on the BitHub, so I think there is a possibility that it can get listed on the upbit, and if it does, I think the HEMI will most likely see a massive surge, and we could actually hit this mark of 11 cent, and that is what I'm looking at. Again, if it continues to go down as it is, I think it will most likely find a really good support somewhere around, I would say, 3.2 cent. And if we look at its market cap, it is at 40 million. I think it will most likely find its support somewhere around 30 million as it has in the past. So I'm looking at like a support of 32 to 20 million, I think is the best entry point for this token in terms of market cap. And as of now, I think even if it does start to go down, I would be looking at entries somewhere around 3.2 cent or like as low as 2.6, and I think that is most likely the best buy zone for this token. And let's say that if it starts to go like, let's say that we see a really good move from HEMI from here, so the potential of it rejecting, if we just look here, I think we do have a trend line, so it can reject on that trend line, but overall I think HEMI should be fine if it goes in the range of like 3.2 to, I would say, 2.6, and again I think this is a really good buy zone. Looking at its history, the token is relatively new, and again I think we can go down even more. And as of now, that extra move turned out to be a disaster for the HEMI, I believe. Seems like that most of the traders could be shorting it, and that is a bit concerning. But overall, I think it can definitely recover considering what they have been doing and how they have been like pushing their token. So again, I think it can recover, and if it does, especially if we get a bit listing, the possibility of HEMI going as high as 10 cent or even as high as 8.5 cent is really high. As of now, I think it will most likely struggle to break 5.4 cent. Overall, this was it. Thanks for watching. I will be back with more. Thank you.